Earlier, I spoke to a man who's won 5 Premier League titles and 2 Champions League crowns in a decade-and-a-half-long career with Manchester United. Wes Brown is in Bengaluru to showcase the Manchester United experience to India. Wes, thank you for speaking to WION, and we hope that you're enjoying your visit. As a proud United player and representative, I'm sure it must be a little annoying to swallow the success of the proverbial noisy neighbours this season. But it has been a special campaign from Manchester City, hasn't it?
Of course, yeah. I mean, you know, it's a big rivalry, and, you know, City have done really well this year and deserve to win the league. Obviously, United have done better, and, you know, it doesn't help City win, but, you know, we're in a progress. We're moving forward. We've still got the FA Cup final, and so hopefully we can again next year with a few additions get even better. But, you know, well done to City, they deserved it this year.
Wes, while City ran away with the league and looked set to break several English records, will Pep Guardiola and company perhaps feel they should have gone further in Europe? Because they were quite comprehensively outplayed by Liverpool, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I watched the game myself, and you know, Liverpool, just like they were the other day against Roma, were unbelievable. They started the game really well and fast, and obviously with the man at the moment, Mo Salah, he's, you know, for me, been the best player in the world at the moment, and he's unstoppable. So yeah, that was a game where I was a little bit shocked as well.
Liverpool themselves have been devoid of any European success for almost a decade now, yet on the basis of what we've seen during these knockout rounds, they look like the team to beat, don't they? No team in Europe would want to defend against that front three, in particular Mo Salah.
Yeah, they've got a great strike force at the moment, and obviously the main man being Mo Salah. But like I said, they haven't done it as much in the league, but obviously the European games they've really excelled, and they took it to the oppositions early on and got some really good goals in early, and that's why I think they've done so well with the strike force they have.
Okay, enough talking about your rivals, so to speak, Wes. Let's talk about Manchester United now, and one of the big criticisms that came Jose Mourinho's way last season, maybe halfway through this campaign as well, was that Manchester United perhaps failed to turn up against the league's big six. But when you look at recent months and recent results, there have been wins over each and every one of those teams, and these must be encouraging signs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in the league perspective, we obviously want to do a little bit better, but, you know, second is still an improvement. It's not where we want to be, but I'm sure with a few additional players again next season, the manager will, you know, focus on trying to do a little bit better with that, and, you know, it's looking like maybe keeping up with your Man Cities. But again, it's work in progress, and, you know, at this time, you know, that's all you can sort of do. But hopefully we can get more consistent next year in the Premier League, and we can start with that.
Wes, Mourinho is a manager who prides himself on winning the big laurels, and a chance to ensure the season doesn't go empty-handed comes with the FA Cup final in May against his former employers Chelsea. Would the result at Wembley dictate whether or not this season was a success from United's point of view?
Listen, I mean, I don't think I define it. It helps. I mean, we've done well getting there. We want to win it. The lads will want to win it. Some of the lads would have never won it before, and, you know, they'll be really up for the game. So, you know, it will be another trophy and something we would want to win, considering, you know, we've done better in the league, but, you know, it's not where we want to be. So, I mean, the FA Cup's the FA Cup. You always want to win it, and, you know, they've done well getting there.
One final question, Wes. At the time that you joined Manchester United, a manager had taken up the job at one of your biggest rivals. That man says goodbye at the end of this season. 22 years of Arsene Wenger, and a legacy which is remembered for the highs of the initial years and perhaps the depths of more recent times. Where would you rate Arsene Wenger among the bastion of great managers that we've seen in English football over the years?
I mean, he's up there. I mean, especially the early 2000s, he had some great teams. He brought in some, you know, unknown players at the time and made them into world-class players. And the way Arsenal played at the time was, attractive football. So, I mean, he deserves every credit he's got. He's had a great career as a manager at Arsenal, and I'm sure the Arsenal fans, even the ones that, maybe wanted him out in the first place, will understand and appreciate him once he's gone.
All right, on that note, we'll thank you for your time, Wes Brown. Appreciate you speaking to us here on WION.